Hi, this is Marlene and Anna from mindfulweightcontrol.com, and we're here to bring you another tip for the week that we teach in the Mindful Weight Control program. So Anna, what do you want to talk about today?
Thanks, Marlene. What I thought I'd do today is build on the tip that was in the last video. And if you recall, that was regarding breakfast cereals.
Right.
And I was asking viewers to start looking for the organic symbol on your breakfast cereal so you know you're getting a cereal that isn't genetically modified, made with genetically modified ingredients, because there is some research that shows that when you genetically modify something, it increases the chance of it causing inflammation in the body. So today let's take that a little step further, because to make big changes we just need to take them a step at a time. So this week I'd like to ask you to consider eliminating wheat, or at least decreasing the amount of wheat. And a good place to start is perhaps with your breakfast cereal. And interestingly, Marlene brought an article to my attention a while ago. It was an article that appeared in a September issue of Maclean's magazine, and they had interviewed a preventative cardiologist, Dr. William Davis. And he was talking about the negative impacts of wheat on our health, specifically how it spikes our blood sugar, how it aggravates arthritis. And of course it would aggravate arthritis because it is an inflammatory food. And it's one of the foods that we ask you to cut back on in the Mindful Weight Control program. So let's start looking for cereals that don't have wheat in them. So you want to start reading ingredients now. For example, here's a cereal that's made without wheat. And if you go to the ingredients label, there is cornmeal, there's organic cornmeal, it's all organic, buckwheat, flax, amaranth, quinoa. So some really healthy grains here, and you're getting rid of the wheat. Now, what's kind of funny in this article is that the doctor quotes this study that was done where patients were given a drug to negate the effects of wheat. So by taking that drug, they were able to eat their wheat, but it didn't have a negative impact on the body. And just by doing that, they lost 22 pounds or so in 6 months. But why take a drug when you can do it a lot easier and healthier way, and that is to cut back on some of the wheat. So I urge all of you for this week to start looking at choices grain products that have no wheat in them, and you'll find a big variety out there.
What about oatmeal? I'm a big oatmeal eater in the morning.
Sure. Oatmeal does have gluten in it, and that is something that people are sensitive to when we're talking about wheat or gluten-containing grains. So if you have a gluten sensitivity, it's still best to avoid oatmeal. And you know, it's all about variety and moderation. So if you enjoy oatmeal and you're fine with it, you can have it once a week or so, but try incorporating different things into your routine.
Good. Okay, thanks Anna.
You're welcome.
And here's a quick mindful weight control tip for the week. You know, Anna, we've talked in the last couple of videos about the importance of your thoughts in addition to the actions that you take to lose weight. And we talked about how it's important to think about the body that you want as opposed to the body that you have today, which may be displeasing to you. But we also talked about appreciating some aspect of the body that you have today. So we talked about thoughts, and hopefully this will help you to understand why maybe some of your attempts in the past when you weren't thinking about what you were thinking were so difficult, or perhaps didn't work as well as you wanted them to. So let's talk a little bit more about your thoughts. I want to give you some more things to think about with respect to your thoughts. Now, right now in this moment, Anna, we don't have a choice as to whether we're at our perfect body weight or not in this moment, right? In this moment.
I am what I am.
We are what we are in this very moment. In fact, Anna, you and I are probably going to weigh the same 5 minutes from now, 10 minutes from now, perhaps even tomorrow morning. We're going to be fairly close to weighing what we weigh right now. So changing our weight is not an option for us in this moment. However, what is an option for you is changing your thoughts or changing your vibration. That is an option that you have in this moment, and it's a very, very powerful one. Now, I'm not talking about changing your thoughts from going from, say, feeling fabulous to feeling terrible or vice versa. I'm not talking about being discouraged or being enthusiastic, because those are too broad. What I'm talking about is more subtle. It's about more fine-tuned, because your option in this moment is to feel a little bit better or feel a little bit worse, right? A little bit better, a little bit worse. Feeling a little bit more positive or feeling a little bit more negative. That's where you have control in this moment, and it's very powerful. Right? So stay tuned with us, because we're going to give you some more thoughts about how you can do that, but I just wanted to get your thinking around where you have power right now. And when you start to think about your thoughts, and you start to offer your thoughts deliberately in the more positive versus the negative direction, then some of the actions that Anna is recommending for you become much more easier and much more inspired.
Sure, could make you, change your mind between choosing a chocolate bar or choosing a piece of fruit. Which one of those is going to make you feel better?
You'll be more able to do it when your thoughts are leaning more towards what it is you want and further away from what you don't want. So thanks for joining us today. Please try to eliminate the wheat in your diet. Try to be more conscious about what your breakfast cereal says, and take back the power that you have in this moment, which happens up here, and then the control here becomes much easier.
Perfect.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. MindfulWeightControl.com. Have a great week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.